Charlie Kirk, a figure long associated with blunt and highly controversial statements. Now, after his passing, those words continue to resonate, standing as part of the legacy he left on American politics. In today's video, let's look back at 6 of Charlie Kirk's most explosive remarks, as a way to honor him, and to better understand the man who once divided an entire nation. Gun ownership. At a Turning Point USA event in Utah in 2023, he declared that accepting a certain number of gun-related deaths each year was worth it to protect the Second Amendment, the people's right to bear arms. Kirk emphasized, "This is a reasonable price. It's a wise and completely rational trade-off." To clarify his point, he compared guns to driving. Tens of thousands of Americans die on the roads each year, yet society accepts it because of the benefits of transportation. For Kirk, gun ownership was the same. Deaths cannot be completely eliminated, and that price is part of preserving freedom. This statement immediately drew heavy criticism. Many argued that he was disregarding human life, especially in the context of America's recurring school and public mass shootings. The media even called it one of Charlie Kirk's coldest remarks. However, for his supporters, this was proof that Kirk was willing to place personal freedom above everything else, even at the cost of human lives. And it was precisely this stance that made his statement on guns one of the most controversial marks of his career. The Jewish community. Charlie Kirk didn't just stop at the issue of guns, he also stirred controversy with statements about the Jewish community. He once accused Jewish donors to universities and cultural organizations of unintentionally helping spread far-left ideologies, and even indirectly fostering anti-Semitism. These remarks were immediately criticized as promoting conspiracy theories and showing insensitivity toward religion and ethnicity. Many anti-discrimination organizations called this a dangerous equivalence that could fuel more hatred in society. However, to his supporters, Kirk was seen as someone who dared to speak bluntly about the influence of wealthy groups in education and culture. Whether praised or condemned, this statement undeniably reinforced his image as a man always ready to ignite controversy. The LGBTQ+ community and gender issues. In many of his speeches, Charlie Kirk openly criticized school programs on gender education and identity. He claimed these were part of what he called woke culture, a trend that, in his view, was destroying America's younger generation. Kirk opposed teaching children about non-binary gender identities, once declaring that such lessons only cause psychological confusion rather than proper education. His arguments sparked a wave of backlash from the LGBTQ+ community and human rights advocates, who accused Kirk of spreading stigma and denying the existence of millions of people. However, many parents and conservatives agreed with him, seeing Kirk as a strong voice defending traditional values. This clash of perspectives made his statements on gender one of the most hotly debated topics in the media. Higher education. Another recurring target of Charlie Kirk's criticism was the American university system. In many interviews, he bluntly declared, "A 4-year college degree is a scam." Kirk argued that countless students graduate burdened with massive debt, while the knowledge they gained often fails to secure them a stable job. He urged young people to consider trade schools, technical training, or joining the workforce directly instead of chasing what he called the illusion of college prestige. His remarks were slammed by many professors and intellectuals as extreme, dismissing the value of academic education. Yet for a segment of young people disillusioned with soaring tuition costs, Kirk's words resonated as a harsh but undeniable truth. As a result, his "college is a scam" stance became one of the most divisive slogans of his career. Indian immigrants. Charlie Kirk's controversies weren't limited to domestic issues. He also drew international backlash with his comments about Indian immigrants. On social media platform X, he wrote, "America doesn't need more visas for Indians. No other legal immigrant group has taken more American jobs than they have. Enough. We're full. Let's put our people first." This statement immediately sparked outrage among the Indian community as well as within U.S. political circles. Many criticized it as racist and accused him of unfairly blaming an entire community for job competition. Yet, to Kirk's supporters, this was seen as a defense of American workers against an increasing wave of immigration. Regardless of perspective, there's no denying that this was one of the most globally condemned remarks of Charlie Kirk's career. Misinformation and fact-checking. Beyond his direct statements, Charlie Kirk was repeatedly flagged by fact-checking organizations for spreading unverified, or even false, information. From immigration statistics to claims about pandemics and politics, Kirk was often caught exaggerating or cherry-picking facts to reinforce his arguments. These inaccuracies led the media and scholars to label him as a dangerous figure, someone sowing distrust and deepening divisions in society. Yet to his loyal audience, Kirk was seen as a truth-teller, whom mainstream media was trying to silence. This stark contrast in perception cemented his place as one of the most controversial figures in American politics.